What's going on? New Game in Order. Our final topic of the night, and we're going into PSAs. Now, Microsoft, we all know the fanboys, the Sony fanboys are like hurling rocks at, Microsoft with the whole resolution limitation, so to speak, and Review Tech himself even said that the systems are virtually identical except for what type of RAM the PS4 is using as opposed to the Xbox One. Now, today they're talking about DirectX 12 supposedly will solve the whole resolution gate. So shout out to Rich of Review Tech. Check out that video. I'll probably put it in the link description below. But I think, and Mizzle and I were talking about this prior to the podcast, and I think it was me and Onionies, my bad. And it's something where, Microsoft has given better tools to the developers so that they can better utilize the hardware. Okay? Now, Review Tech went into intimate detail as to why that is a good thing for Microsoft. And now, it may stop some of this fanboy stuff like, well, my game runs at 1080p and da-da-da. Now that may not be the case. All right? So, I just wanted to give the floor to Demizzle. Were you able to check that video out from Review Tech? And what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I saw it earlier. It's interesting because the whole explanation given by the developer who was working on a game regarding DirectX 12, not on Xbox One, but he essentially said that the API essentially does most of the work for the developers in terms of the ES RAM. It allocates it for them rather than them trying to figure out what it does and where to put it. So it makes their job a lot easier when it comes to that, so they don't have to kind of struggle on what to do. The new API in DirectX 12, essentially, it's got this auto optimization feature for the ES RAM, so it'll help the Xbox One in terms of that. Will it take the steam out of resolution gate? I doubt it. Because I don't think that, even while it will help, I don't think a lot of developers are still going to be that eager to use the ES RAM. So you may see more games running at 1080p on the Xbox
Especially
One.
the first-party games.
Right, definitely. But I don't think you'll see a lot of multi-plats doing that because they're still going to have to figure out how to work with the ES RAM, even though it'll be easier to do. It'll still be something that they have to go do, whereas on the PlayStation 4, it's just easy to do due to the abundance of RAM that they have.
And, if they switch to DirectX 12, DX11 is widely used, with the OpenGL and all that on the Sony console. For them to, okay, if they use this DirectX 12, they have to make a conscious decision to say, hey, we're going to solely do this on Xbox, So basically, the irony is, this is like the cell processor of the PlayStation 3, but now Microsoft kind of switched roles with them. It's funny how that worked out, But with that being said, if games are going to start looking better with the better tools to better utilize the hardware, I think that's a good thing. It's just now, multi-plats, like you were saying, I don't see developers foregoing that just for one system, So that remains to be seen. But on your knees, what are your thoughts on, better tools to better utilize the Xbox One hardware?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Good point. And you know what? It's more or less like, I'm on the same boat with you. Let's wait and see. Because a lot of folks are going to be like, hey, they're going to start throwing confetti in the air. And Phil Spencer himself even said it's not the end-all, be-all. It's just now going to make it easier for the developers to achieve their mission to provide great-looking games for the system. All right, Nelson, your thoughts?
Well, I mean, with the whole thing that they're promising with that, it's like a lot to come by still because you're putting so much expectations and so much, info to us, but we have yet to see it. We have yet to have an update. You say, oh, you promised 1080p on a wide scale for all of our games, to fix the screen resolution for certain TV aspect ratios, to up the graphics, increase the frame rate, all types of crazy shit. We don't have anything yet. You're talking out of your ass. There's nothing to be shown. I have yet to see a video where DirectX 12 is actually running on the console's hardware and showing what it can be done. The only thing they showed was like, oh, let's show a screenshot. Oh, this is what we're adding in the future. I don't want to see a fucking picture.
Yeah, we need to actually see what it's doing for the console, But, I mean, it remains to be seen. We're just covering it based off of review text video that was giving statements from one of the developers saying that it's supposed to do a little bit. Just a little bit. But with that being said, PSAs. Killer Instinct, Hisako's trailer is out, and I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. And she's due out tomorrow for those of us who have the super pack thingy.
Ultra pack.
Yeah, so I'm going to see... It's probably 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Nelson?
It's probably 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. It's depending, because sometimes, for people who regularly play Killer Instinct, sometimes you're known to get the update faster by deleting the whole game and then reinstalling it to get the latest patch update.
Ew.
And sometimes people just say, fuck it, I'll just wait it out, and then it'll initially just slip in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just wait it out to entirely. I'll probably wait till like 5 o'clock in the afternoon when I get back home from the gym, and then I'll test out the character.
Our games probably did update, and it'll just unlock when the time comes. That's what happened with my Aganos.
Right, that's what it's supposed to do, but the thing is sometimes I had to literally sit there and delete the game just so I can have that actual character or whatever update changes. And that shit got annoying. I don't know if it's still happening because I don't really play the game as often as I used to. One, arcade stick is not here and it might not be here for a while. And two, I've been focusing on other projects. So
Okay. Another PSA. The Shinwar had posted on the Facebook page that the Mortal Kombat official Shaolin trailer popped up. And you saw Liu Kang, you saw Kung Lao. There was some other dead-looking, Quan Chi-looking version of Liu Kang. I don't know who the hell that is, but I thought that was rather interesting. So MKX, definitely looking forward to that. Nelson, any PSAs from you?
Yeah, there's a lot of PSAs.
Or matter of fact, let me see. Chris, do you have any PSAs, PC-wise or anything?
No, nothing new really.
Okay. And Demizzle, any PSAs that you got, like, anything you want to shed lights on?
Well, I look for another episode of D-Man Plays Classic Games. I'm gonna be playing one of the classic fighters and giving a little backstory on that. So that should be up within the next couple of hours. Actually, I'm just editing the video from it because I haven't played it in quite a while, and quite frankly, I suck the fucking dick at it.
Unbelievable. It's graphic in nature. All right. So make sure y'all check that out. And then Nelson, those PSAs.
Okay, so first things first. If you guys are Grand Theft Auto fans, you will realize that in the new updated 1.08 patch, which is technically what was currently what we had, there's 1.9 is out now, but the graphics had downscaled. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I don't think you would.
What?
Yeah, graphics have downscaled. I don't know. It was
maybe
only
for performance.
It was only for multiplayer usage, nothing affected with the story, so that's fine. 1.9 came out with the update to fix some of the little technical bugs with online and story mode, especially for the heist. So make sure you get that. There's games with gold. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like Xbox free games given out
like PlayStation Plus.
Right, in a sense. And I will name those games so you guys can be well aware. So for Xbox One, you're getting 2 games. You're getting Pool Nation FX and The Child of Light for free. On the 360, you guys are getting a whopping 4 free games. Gears of War Judgment.
I'm getting that.
Terria, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel. All for free within the next month of April.
Wow, the 360 got a lot of good stuff then.
They're eating a lot of shit for having crappy games.
What about the PS4? What are they getting next month?
I will have to look into that like in 2 seconds, but I just want to name what we have now, then I'll look into that. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, the 2.50 firmware is out for the PlayStation 4. If you haven't gotten it, please do. It's a really good update, and apparently it might give Alex the incentive to use his Vita.
So. Now, Nelson is going to do a video on that. I thought it was going to be out today, but, you know, I'm pretty sure he's working on that.
Well, I mean, I was at the gym. I was a little sore. My girlfriend was over. So, yeah, I got distracted, guys. I'm sorry. I'll put it out shortly.
Unbelievable. All right. Yeah, Nelson's going to... He told me he's going to do a review and a PSA on that. It'll be a separate video, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, a very highly anticipated Bloodborne, Sony has lost its trademark for a couple of days, if you guys haven't noticed. So they just regained ownership, and it was like really weird how they lost it. And it was just like they forgot to put the request of the deadline for the actual Bloodborne trademark, including 4 other things. But since they forgot about it, they lost the trademark for a couple of days, and it was just sitting in limbo. So
now,
they could have
you know
been in
what,
trouble.
Nelson? Not to cut you off. If another company swooped in and picked that up, someone would have been fired. ASAP. Vince McMahon style.
You're fired.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, imagine if that guy, you know, let's say Nintendo picked it up, or Microsoft, or Bethesda, or somebody picked it up, and then they lost that. Somebody's butt would have been really hurt. Big time.
that would have been a really... Whew. God damn. Alright, I'm about to look into the PlayStation side of things, because usually PlayStation is kind of iffy about releasing information of their PlayStation Plus free games.
They should.
Usually it'll come out, like, I would say, about, like, literally the last week of the month. Because right now I'm reading stuff right now that says like the PlayStation freebies will be announced next week. So apparently just right then and there we have no actual update on that. But I will let you
we'll
guys
stick it
know.
on the website.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know when that happens. Of course, Alex already told you about the Hisako trailer, and Cinder Hisako will be coming out sometime around in the morning. So don't forget to get that. I don't know if you guys also heard that System of a Down is teaming up with NetherRealm for music.
Really?
Yep.
Imagine if they hook up Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat X will be having System of a Down music.
That's sick, bro. That's sick.
Nice.
All right, System of a Down. You know, doing like Mortal Kombat remixes. Imagine if they took the Mortal Kombat theme music from the first movie and remixed it or something.
No, they should never touch that. That's just classic Mortal Kombat music.
It
stands the test of time.
Yeah, that's true. You pump that in the gym, everybody ready to roll.
Let's see. Also, there's been a lot of talk about Tekken 7 as of lately, especially with Final Round 18 passing. And a lot of people's like, where's Jin? Where's Jin? He got removed from the game. Where's Jin?
He'll be back.
Well, apparently Jin Kazama is in Tekken 7 as a hidden sub-boss.
He's a big part of the story. It's like taking Ken out of Street Fighter, you know. Which reminds me, not to go off topic, where the hell is Ken for Street Fighter V in terms of trailer reveals? You know, it's always been Ryu and Ken. Where the hell is Ken?
Hey, nobody knows as of right now.
I think because of their Sony exclusivity, they're hating on Americans.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna leave that alone.
It could be that. You never know. Trying to look here, just getting a little bit more stuff. Where they talked about that. Of course, the Vita is getting its own update, which is technically the same thing as the PS4. You get to change the button scheme. You get to do remote play with the console, which is running at 60 frames as well.
All right, I'm gonna try that then.
Among other things, there's a way to install your Xbox One games faster. We was talking about this offline before. If you just technically disable your internet connection while installing the game, nothing will be running in the background, and it will mainly prioritize the game installation.
Got it. Smart move.
Yeah, because that's what I've been taking to doing, because what it does, it downloads the patch, whatever patch that you need, and installs the game at the same time. So it's like using the maximum bandwidth of the system, which is insane. So
yeah, so install the game, then get the patch. Microsoft patch that, fix that. You know, anything else, just do it afterwards. So
right. Also, I'm trying to see right now. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's another thing that kind of hit me randomly. Apparently, there's gonna be something called Halo Online, which apparently, so far as a rumor, that it's only in Russia. I don't know if it's coming up for America. There hasn't really been that much. They released like a cover shot image of it.
Yeah, it's a free-to-play online-only game that's Russia only, but it doesn't appear to be coming out here, at least anytime soon, because of it's something that, due to Russia's restrictive gameplay, like video game policies, it's like one of the things that Microsoft is doing only for them. So it's a free-to-play title, and free-to-play titles they skirt the boundaries of what Russia allows in terms of video gaming over there.
And here's another thing. Iwata made a good point. I forgot where I read this, but free-to-play is not free-to-play. It's free for now. So they're going to do microtransactions, a.k.a. PS3 style.
Speaking of South Park, Alex, you should see the South Park episode on free-to-play games.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I'll get it to you later.
All right, cool.
Well, there are those games that, to be fair, there are those games that are truly free-to-play. It just takes a lot of grinding to get where you can get. Like,
but we know about that.
Like, say, for instance, Resident Evil Revelations 2 is technically it's a paid game, but it is free to play, and you can get what you can buy in Resident Evil Revelations 2. It just takes a long ass time.
Yeah. Well, there are a couple that you're right. There's one on Steam. I'm trying to load it up so I can get the name of it, but the game is completely free. The only thing you use cash for are cosmetic items or extra things like increased inventory space.
Oh, like Dungeon Fighter Online.
Well, Dungeon Fighter I think is a little different, but that was also mostly cosmetic. This game's a Diablo 2 clone. Oh, Jesus, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Shit, where is it? No, it's not Sanctum. God damn it. Come back to me in a second. I'll have it in a moment.
All right. If we don't get it now, we're just wrapping up with PSA.
Also, for you guys that are kung fu movie buffs, such as myself, and if you like the actor Donnie Yen, who has been doing Ip Man in the series itself, there's a new movie coming out on April 24th called Kung Fu Killer. That shit looks ridiculous.
Is that the one Mike Tyson got cast as one of the villains in there, or one of the...
I don't know. They haven't really shown him in the trailer. They just show like a lot of the previous actors that was a part of the Ip Man series, because it's the same person who produced it from Ip Man doing the actual movie. And like Donnie Yen apparently is like trapped in jail, and him and like 7 or 5 grandmasters have a purpose to find like a mass murderer that's like trying to like annihilate all the grandmasters and shit like that. So it looks interesting. I mean, if you guys are like kung fu movie buffs, like such as myself, must see. April 24th, it'll hit theaters, and of course you can find your means of watching it. Not gonna say, but
review copies.
Review copies. That's right. And last but not least, with Bloodborne, yet again, the game is getting an update because there's a lot of bitching and complaining about the frame rate that is not stabilized. It's not staying at 30 frames per second, which is the game's initial frame rate. It sometimes skips to 15, probably 20 for random instances where you need the dodging to be crucial.
Yeah.
they're fixing the loading time. The loading time is very long for a lot of people, and they don't like the wait. So, in my opinion, I don't care because it gives me a time to collect myself and be like, okay, I could talk to the stream, I could drink water, I can eat. That will give me my time. But a lot of people don't see that, and they see it differently. So they're going to fix those issues hopefully relatively soon. But other than that, I think I am done for PSAs.
All right.
Well, that game I was thinking of is Path of Exile on it's free on Steam. If you want to check it out. A really good Diablo 2 clone.
Okay. Cool. All right. With that, we'll draw this podcast to a close. A lot of good information. Shout out to our supporters who have been with us since we reformatted and merged Fighting Game League with New Mugen Order to create New Gaming Order. So thanks for sticking with us. And, we're going to be doing bigger and better things. Nelson and I think, did make good on our promise to expand the show and make better content for you guys. So, like I said earlier on, I'm going to try and get this production onto iTunes. I already know how to convert it to RSS, so I just need to figure things out from there. But make sure you check us out on newgamingorder.com, our hub site for our Twitter, Twitch, the Facebook, and all that stuff that is associated with our page. We're going to have this broadcast in its entirety on New Gaming Order, but all the subtopics that are going on YouTube separated so you can take it in digestible pieces. With that, thank you all for joining us on the panel. And with that, we are out like the Juggernaut, bitch. We'll see you next week, same time, same Twitch channel.
Wait, I thought the Juggernaut was supposed to be back, not out.
Oh, I'm out like the Juggernaut, bitch. See ya.